Welcome to Michigan International Speedway. I'm your host, Crazy Dallas, and the Crazy Dallas Cup Series is back in action once more again for race number 8 out of 13. And man, oh man, it has been a very long and great season so far, with us being, now 8 races into the Crazy Dallas Cup Series season. Things are going to get more intense. The, Crazy Dallas Cup Series chase / playoffs or whatever are basically here, as we only have realistically 5 more races left after today, including the Crazy Dallas Cup Series finale. We are here at Michigan, like I said, for the Hunt Brothers Pizza 400. Here's a look at the track. Very similar to Atlanta / Echo Park Speedway, Super Speedway, as they patch a little bit of grass, of course, coming in a turn 1, so that way the drivers can slow down without involving any more accidents. Shout out to Denny Hamlin for winning another pole this year. Denny Hamlin has been on a roll lately. He is, I believe, up to 2nd in points now or something like that. 3rd in points, maybe. He is your Hunt Brothers Pizza 400 Pole Series winner. Here's a look at all your segments for today's race, from segment number 1 on the bottom left to segment number 10 on the top right. 40 cars today. We have a couple part-time drivers in this race, or as I mean one part-time driver. That is the 01 car, the black, red, and white car on the top left. That 01 car, Corey LaJoy, the 4th car in that segment. That is your only part-time driver in this race, and did not qualify well, but doesn't matter where you start. It matters where you finish. That's what all the great racers say. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's your first segment. Denny Hamlin, pole setter in the 11 Mavis Tires car. Beautiful paint scheme, in my opinion, to be honest. Then we have Chase Briscoe in the 19. That's your points leader by, I believe he is the points leader by a few points over Chase Elliott, NASCAR most popular driver. Then we have Austin Cindric in the 2. He had a good start to the season, then he really fell back, barely missed the All-Star race. He's looking to bounce back after that. And then the 38 Benetbone car, Zane Smith. He has had a very underrated season. 3 laps. Let's do it. All right, Denny Hamlin, pole setter, looking good. Austin Cindric on the inside lane, able to take 2nd from Chase Briscoe. So Briscoe not with the best jump, with 2 laps to go. There's 3 laps for each segment in today's race, except for the main event, which we'll get to there later in this video, of course. But Denny Hamlin leads 2 to go. Wow, look at this beautiful crossover move. Cindric takes a slight lead over Hamlin. Hamlin side drafts him into the turn and takes the lead back. Briscoe into the back of the 2. The 2 with a very aggressive block to keep 2nd. Austin Cindric with a good move, just didn't work out for him, didn't have help. But now with the white flag out, Cindric's going to have some help by a Ford. Ford on Ford versus Toyota on Toyota. Teammates on the 11 and 19. This is huge for Joe Gibbs Racing if they can get both their cars in right away. Oh no! Caution is out for a El Reco. It's the first El Reco of the day. First caution of the day. Your points leader, Chase Briscoe, he's out of the race. He's going to finish dead last today. Chase Briscoe, that's huge. Chase Elliott's going to be your points leader now. Chase Briscoe, the points leader. Let's take a look at what happened. He's the points leader. Oh, his teammate got into him. Denny Hamlin. Look at this. The 11 shoves the 19 off the track. Oh, my goodness. Your pole setter, Denny Hamlin, loses the segment win to Austin Cindric. Austin Cindric's going to get his 3rd segment win this year. And it's going to be a very easy one for him, as Hamlin and the Joe Gibbs teammates make contact. That causes Hamlin to lose, the lead in the, segment win. And then Chase Briscoe, that's your points leader, man. He's been on a roll lately. He's been the most consistent driver this year by far. But after today, he's only going to end up with maybe a few points. Very tough break, as Chase Elliott will most likely be your points leader now. He was only 3 or 4 points behind Briscoe coming into this race. But anyway, Cindric wins that segment number 1. Hamlin second. Zane Smith ends up getting third. Segment number 2, we have Tyler Reddick in the 45. Great qualifying by him. A lot of Toyotas and Fords had good qualifying. A lot of the Chevys did not. And then Tyler Reddick's teammate, Bubba Wallace, he is really doing bad this year. Bubba Wallace needs some good finishes with, the playoffs coming up. Ryan Preece in the 60, same with him. Needs some points. John Nemechek in the 42. He's doing okay this year. He's had a couple good finishes lately. Tyler Reddick takes the 2-to-go flag as he is still your leader. Ryan Preece up to second, passes Bubba Wallace off the turn. Ryan Preece looked pretty strong in that 60 car. Not to mention that he's the only Ford. All the other 3 cars in this segment are Toyotas. 2 laps to go for Tyler Reddick. Caution is out for another wreck for another El Rico. Who is it this time? There's Reddick. There's Nemechek. Is it Preece? It is Bubba Wallace in the 23, and that's exactly not what 23XI needed. Where's Ryan Preece at? Is he out of it? Yes, he is. He's off the track. He's out of it. He's on his side. Ryan Preece out of it as well. Wow, that's big. 2 drivers that needed points really bad in this race. Oh, it looked like Nemechek got into the back of the 60 there trying to draft with Preece. Yeah, look at that. The 42 into the 60. The 60 loose. Gets into the 23. And I'm sure Bubba Wallace, Ryan Preece obviously not happy with Nemechek there obviously. But every point counts for the Crazy Dallas Cup Series. And every point that Preece and Bubba Wallace just lost, someone else will take. And it could be Tyler Reddick, who is Bubba Wallace's teammate in that 23 car right there. So coming to the white flag, Tyler Reddick had a big lead there. He's going to be 1v1ing now. John Hunter Nemechek in the 42. Nemechek is going to have to probably win this segment or win one of the next couple races if he wants to get into the chase. All Nemechek needs to do is just win one of the next couple races. Not easy, though. All right, Tyler Reddick is going to win segment number 2 after a very interesting wreck that happened a lap ago. But John Hunter Nemechek with a very solid second finish. Kind of surprised. As we move on to segment number 3, we have Carson Hocevar. He's really the only Chevy that did good in qualifying. That Chili's car, Ride the Dente. We'll see if, Hocevar will ride the Dente today. So far in qualifying, he has. Second place, Ryan Blaney doing really good in points. Kyle Busch in the 8, very bad season. Kyle Busch needs a win or some points in the next couple races to make the chase. And then Ty Dillon, same with him. Slingshot activated for the 8 car of Kyle Busch. Look at this. Contact between the 77 of Carson Hocevar, the 12 Ryan Blaney. Blaney tries to go to the inside, but Busch is there, and Kyle Busch sweeps by Carson Hocevar for the lead. So Kyle Busch from third to first, that's exactly what that 8 car needed. That 8 car, Kyle Busch, looked very fast there. Didn't even have any draft help. That 8 car just slingshotted from third to first. So Kyle Busch will take the 2-to-go flag. Carson Hocevar second. Ryan Blaney third, Ty Dillon fourth. All right, white flag is out. 1 lap to go for segment number 3. It has been all Chevy for this segment. Kyle Busch still in the lead. Carson Hocevar wasn't too far behind him there in second. Ryan Blaney still in third. Kind of struggling in that 12 car. We'll see how he does this lap. He needs to get something good here. And Ty Dillon, the 10, he needs a miracle here to make the chase. Kyle Busch is going to win his second segment this year, but barely. Look at this crossover move by the 77 of Carson Hocevar. Busch sideways, Hocevar sideways in front of Ty Dillon. Ryan Blaney on the inside trying to pass Ty Dillon. Does not work. Ty Dillon passes Blaney for third, and Kyle Busch wins his second segment this year. His first one was at Charlotte, the Pepsi 600 earlier this year, a few races ago, actually. A couple months ago. Carson Hocevar in second place. He will look pretty good. And Ty Dillon third. Ryan Blaney fourth. Here's your fourth segment. Christopher Bell in the 20. Another Toyota with good in qualifying. That 24 car Raptor, William Byron, he won Echo Park / Atlanta, the second race of the season earlier this year. Byron has been doing pretty well so far this season. Has been pretty consistent, but needs a few more top fives. Ty Gibbs in the 54 also has a really good year. He needs a couple wins, though, probably. And Justin Allgaier. All right, coming to 2 to go. It's Christopher Bell in first, Byron second. Allgaier passes Gibbs for third. And what I mean a few seconds ago, Justin Allgaier, he needs probably most likely either a win or a lot of good points, like a top 10 or something, to get to the chase in the next couple races. All right, white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Crazy Dallas, of course. Christopher Bell in the 20 DeWalt car, looking strong, able to hold off William Byron the last 2 laps. Can he do it for one more lap? He's got a teammate behind him, Ty Gibbs, for Joe Gibbs Racing. I think Christopher Bell easily has this one in the bag, but let's see if Byron can do anything in that 24. Checkered flag is out. Christopher Bell is going to win segment number 4 after a very good defensive draft bump. And William Byron able to hold off Ty Gibbs for second. Tried to get Ty Gibbs to push him. Obviously, Ty Gibbs, Christopher Bell's teammate in the 20, wasn't going to do that. And Justin Allgaier, lone man in 4th place. Not how Justin Allgaier wanted to start his day. And now segment number 5, the 4 car, Noah Gragson, the Rush Truck Centers. He's had this is his best qualifying start ever in his career in the Crazy House Cup Series. His best before, I believe, was, 10th or something. Now it's 5th. That 4 car looking fast. Front Row Motorsports did really good in qualifying here at Michigan. Brad Keselowski in the 6th. Barely got into the All-Star race. He needs some points or maybe even a win. Same with Austin Dillon and Jimmy Johnson. His season's pretty much over, unfortunately, for him. Almost a caution there. Look at this. Almost a caution. Look at this. Noah Gragson sideways off the turn. Looked like he got loose under Brad Keselowski. Keselowski able to take second still. Austin Dillon third. Jimmy Johnson fourth. Jimmy Johnson, unfortunately for him, he's either going to have to win 3 races out of the 5 after this race or something if he wants to, make the chase or something. Highly doubt that happens, unfortunately for him. 2 to go, though. Noah Gragson. Caution is on the track again for another El Reco. Who is it this time? Gragson takes the lead. Jimmy Johnson's up to second. And it's Brad Keselowski, another RFK on their side. First it was Ryan Preece in segment number 2. And now it's Brad Keselowski here in segment number 5. Here's a replay. Oh, Keselowski got loose there. Johnson into the back of him. Looked like Keselowski got sideways. I could kind of tell he got sideways. It kind of got some air off that corner. Because, you know, it's Michigan. Very big drafting track. Let's hope Keselowski's all right. And RFK not with a good start. Chris Buescher, their only hope now in that 17 car. He'll be showing up his luck, hopefully, pretty soon in the next couple segments or so. And coming to the white flag, Noah Gragson looking strong in that 4 car. Looks like Jimmy Johnson actually wants to be on the inside here instead of the outside, pushing that 4 car. Austin Dillon's going to be up to second now because of that. That did not go well for the 84 Jimmy Johnson, but what it did go well for is the 4 car. Noah Gragson gets his first ever segment win in the Crazy House Cup Series. Austin Dillon, runner-up, just short of that in second place. Dillon only has a few segment wins, and same with Jimmy Johnson. That did not work out for the 84, but let's see how he does later in this race. Segment number 6, A.J. Allmendinger in the 16. Just had his second best ever qualifying. His best ever qualifying in the CDCS series was 4th. Here it's 6th. SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88. He's had a pretty decent season. He needs a few points, though. Right now, he's in the chase, but barely. He needs either a win. A win will automatically get him in, most likely, or just some points. Stenhouse in 3rd, and there's your part-time driver in the 01 car. That's Corey LaJoie. All right, coming to 2 laps to go. Corey LaJoie just slingshotted from 4th to 2nd. That was a great start for Corey LaJoie in the 01. I can't believe that, man, that part-time driver already up to 2nd. Shane Van Gisbergen drops down to 3rd. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. Stenhouse actually doing really good in the points. He should make the chase, but let's see what happens here with 2 to go. It's right now all A.J. Allmendinger. All right, white flag is out. A.J. Allmendinger still in the lead with 1 lap to go. Corey LaJoie in the 01 Take 5 oil change car in 2nd. Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88 WeatherTech car in 3rd. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. still in 4th place in the 47. What is that? Ralph/Cheerios. Food for Less Cheerios car. And here we go. A.J. Allmendinger gets his second ever segment win in that 16 Nutrien car. Beautiful car, by the way. Custom, by the way. Not made by me. Not made by me. I got it off eBay for like $40. Anyways, we got a miscommunication between SVG and Stenhouse. Stenhouse passed SVG on that final lap for 3rd place. Not sure why they record SVG in 3rd. And then the part-time driver in 2nd, Corey LaJoie. All right, here's segment number 7, Chase Elliott. He is now officially your points leader now after Chase Briscoe's DNF there. That 9-car UniFirst, pretty good in qualifying. Could have been a little better, but, you know, that's what they always say. Anyways, Chase Elliott going to be starting first in segment number 7. And there's Chris Buescher in the 17 car. Only hope for RFK now. Hopefully he won't DNF like the other 2. There's Justin Haley in the 7. He's already out of the chase, and so is Martin Truex Jr. in the 56. All right, Chase Elliott looking strong in that number 9 UniFirst car, that beautiful green car. More of like a what do you want to call it? Like a tealish green. Chris Buescher in the Cinnamon Toast Crunch car in the 17. Love that cereal, by the way. He's in second still. Justin Haley in the 7 still third. Martin Truex still fourth. All right, white flag is out for Chase Elliott. He's looking really strong in that 9 car. That 9 car points leader now, looking pretty good in that 9 car. Chris Buescher still second. Justin Haley still third. Martin Truex Jr. still fourth. We actually got announced a few weeks ago that Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, and Jimmy Johnson are all not going to be racing or whatever next year in the Crazy House Cup Series. This would be huge if some of those guys wins. Chase Elliott gets another segment win. That is a lot of segment wins by him so far this year. That 9 car is looking strong, able to beat Chris Buescher. RFK Racing, that 17 car looked good as well. So RFK does have some hope in this race still. Justin Haley able to beat Martin Truex Jr. still for third. Haley needs a lot of points. Like I said, I don't think he'll make the chase, but still. Works out for him. All right, segment number 8. Daniel Suarez in the 99 had a really bad start to the season. Almost was last in points. Now he's starting to turn up his game. Missed the All-Star race, of course, because of how bad he started in the season, but he's doing pretty well now. Joey Logano in the 22 won Bristol, the 3rd race earlier this year. He's looking strong in this 22. Todd Gilliland in the 34. He's actually doing pretty well this year, underrated. Just needs some points. And then J.J. Ely in the 44. Wow, look at this run. The 22 of Joey Logano gets on the outside lane. Logano slingshot with the 34. The little draft helped by the 34 of Todd Gilliland to the 22 of Joey Logano. Daniel Suarez not with a good start there. That 99 car already down to 3rd place. Just didn't get any help from the 44 J.J. Ely, who was in 4th place still. As Joey Logano takes the lead with 2 laps to go. Todd Gilliland in second, 34. All right, white flag is out for Joey Logano in the 22 Hunt Brothers Pizza red car. Very fitting for this race, right? Anyways, Todd Gilliland still in second, that 34 car. If he wins this segment, he already gets to the B main, which could be a huge point save for the 34. Like I said, as long as Todd Gilliland does not DNF this race, he should be all right. He did it. Todd Gilliland gets a 2nd ever segment win in his career. But look at this. Logano with a little draft help. Just not enough, though. Todd Gilliland passes Logano on the inside lane side by side. The 34 gets it by half a car length. And they crash going into turn 1 there. You saw Logano and Suarez sideways there. And J.J. Ely in 4th. Daniel Suarez keeps 3rd. Joey Logano falls into 2nd place. Logano still going to have probably a pretty good point. Say that 22 car, looking strong, but it's all Todd Gilliland. All right, segment number 9. We have Josh Berry in the 21. Had his best qualifying start so far this year in the Crazy House Cup Series. Kyle Larson, the 5. He looking good. Kyle Larson has not won yet this year, but he has a pole at Bristol. Larson, that 5 car, looks like he'll be making the chase pretty easily, but will need some points. Eric Jones starting in 3rd. Riley Herbst starting in 4th. Caution is out on the track. Let's take a look at what happened here. Looks like, leader sideways, and it's Kyle Larson who's off the track. He is on his wheels, luckily for him. He's off the track coming into turn 3. Let's take a look at what happened. He's side by side with Eric Jones. Riley Herbst behind both of them. Oh, Eric Jones gets into the 5. Herbst into the back of 43. Look at this. And then Eric Jones sideways in front of the 21. Able to take first place from Josh Berry. So Eric Jones, who needs some points to get into the chase. Eric Jones in the lead here at Michigan. He is from Michigan. Eric Jones is from Michigan. If he wins Michigan here, this would be huge. Eric Jones has never won the Crazy Cup Series. Could have happened today. Too early to tell, but let's see. All right, white flag is out. Josh Berry with a little, move on Eric Jones gets him back in the lead and takes the white flag from the 43 car. And look at this, Riley Herbst going to be starting on that outside lane, the 35 Sunny D car. Beautiful paint scheme, by the way. The 43 car, the 35 are both Toyotas. Let's see if they help out each other. Caution is on the track. That is going to do it. Josh Berry wins the segment. That's his second segment win this year. And it's Eric Jones who's sideways in front of the 5 and the 35. Kyle Larson already not going to have a very good points day by the looks of it, unless, he advances from the fourths and thirds races. Oh, he's going to be marked third place. So there you have it. Josh Berry going to go to the B main already to join Todd Gillen. And then Eric Jones in the 43 car, he looks like he might have a pretty decent points day maybe. Kyle Larson's going to need to advance, otherwise he's not going to be having very many points this year. And Riley Herbst, who's right now last in points, there's that. All right, last segment before we move on to round 2 of the segments. We have Ross Chastain. He looked pretty well in that one car, the Busch Light car, qualified 10th there. He needs some points here. Chastain won Talladega, which was the 5th race of the Crazy Cup Series. That one car looking pretty strong, though. He's in the top 10 in points, so that's good for him. Alex Bowman needs some points in that 48 car. So does Michael McDowell and Cody Ware. Two laps to go. Michael McDowell takes second place from Alex Bowman. That 71 car looked pretty strong there in that lap, but Chastain in that number 1 Busch Light car, it was all him that lap, and pretty concerning though for Alex Bowman, that 48, obviously trying to get some points. Not how that's going to happen. All right, coming to the white flag, Ross Chastain still in the lead. Alex Bowman on the outside lane. Look at this, McDowell a little sideways there off turn 4. Bowman, spotters doing their job, telling the cars where to go for the runs. Look at that. Bowman, McDowell side by side. Obviously, Alex Bowman in the 48 car passes him as Alex Bowman beats McDowell that close. So coming to the white flag, Ross Chastain still your leader, looking strong in that one car. Like I said, qualified 10th, won Talladega earlier this year. Alex Bowman, the 48, needs some points, though. He needs either a win or a bunch of points, like a couple top 10s at least. That 48 car needs this segment win. Let's see if it happens. Look at this replay for second, third, and fourth place. Chastain obviously won the segment. Michael McDowell sideways in front of the 48. Cody Ware comes out of nowhere and tries to take third, but it will not happen, just short of the finish line. McDowell sideways for second place. Bowman on the outside in front of McDowell third. If Cody Ware just would have had a little extra room on the inside, maybe he could have passed Alex Bowman there, but Alex Bowman able to hold off third place. Just that 48 car just did not look like it had any speed in that segment, unfortunately. Michael McDowell does take second, obviously, like I just said. And Ross Chastain wins his third segment this year. One of them being at Talladega, of course, where he won. And so, yeah, there's that. Cody Ware obviously finishes in fourth. But without further ado, that's it for round number 1. We will move on to round number 2 with all our drivers with the fourths cars, that all the drivers that finished fourth without El Recoing. We'll be right back after these messages. Are you wanting to take your main squeeze down on a date, but all your skrill has left you out? Well, don't worry about that, because the Crazy Dallas Cup Series has you covered for fun, racing action, and entertainment that you will never get sick of. Thank you. Are you too old for life? Are you sick of life and think life sucks? And you don't want to go to a retirement home when you get older in the future? Well, don't worry about that, because Green Chairs has you covered for awesome entertainment for elderly that will never get sick of fun games and maybe possibly a strip club for older women and men. Green Chairs for the elderly that can't stand life. Are you hungry but you don't want to spend a lot of money on fast food these days? Well, come to Dan's Subs for sub sandwiches if you don't want to spend no more than $10 on some food, because inflation is ridiculous this year. Hungry yet? All right, you guys, so we are back from the commercials, and here we have all your cars that finished fourth place without, El Recoing or anything like that. We have 7 cars here. We have Ryan Blaney in the 12, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47, Martin Truex Jr. in the 56, Riley Herbst in the 35 for the first segment. We'll move on to that first segment now. So here you have it. 12, 47, 56, 35. Ryan Blaney, the 12 car, that's a Ford. Ricky Stenhouse in the 47, that's a Chevy. And then Martin Truex Jr. in the 56 and Riley Herbst in 35 are both Toyotas. Starting third and fourth. Blaney, he's already having a really good year in that 12 car. Hasn't won, surprisingly, yet this year, but he's been very consistent. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins this segment. All right, coming to 2 laps to go here. Ryan Blaney still in the lead. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. still second. Riley Herbst, fourth. But Martin Truex Jr. still third. Riley Herbst still fourth. 2 laps to go for Ryan Blaney in that number 12 Great Stuff / Menards paint scheme. Very iconic Menards paint schemes. Let's see how this goes. White flag is out for Ryan Blaney in that number 12. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with a little bit of a slump there in that 47 car falls all the way back down to fourth place. Looks like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will not be having a very good points day unless everybody El Recos. He will be okay. But otherwise that, Martin Truex Jr. up to second now. Riley Herbst up to third. Martin Truex Jr. right there by Blaney. Martin Truex Jr. almost beats Blaney, but Blaney with a late block to cross the finish line first gives Ryan Blaney another segment win here in this season. Ryan Blaney will be advancing to the thirds in that number 12 car. Martin Truex Jr. in the 56 will finish second in this fourth segment. Riley Herbst will finish third. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will finish fourth. So Blaney will advance. Meanwhile, everybody else will not. All right, here's your second segment of fourth place cars. Justin Allgaier in that 40 car barely made the All-Star race in that 40 car. And he is looking all right this season. He's been up and down this year, but lately he's been kind of mid, though. So let's see if Justin Allgaier in that 40 car can bounce back for Junior Motorsports. Otherwise that, J.J. Lee will start second. Cody Ware will start third. All right, 2 laps to go for Justin Allgaier in that number 40 Traveler Whiskey car. J.J. Yealy on the outside in that number 44 car. He's been all right this season. Needs a bunch of points, though, if he wants to make the chase. Same thing with Cody Ware in that 51 Arby's car. White flag is out. Justin Allgaier hits the inside wall, it looked like. Gives the 44 car the lead, and look at this finish between 3rd place and 4th place. Justin Allgaier, Cody Ware side by side. Justin Allgaier barely takes it back just in time by literally that close. I mean, not even half an inch probably. So with the white flag out, J.J. Yealy now takes the lead. Justin Allgaier in second on the outside, and Cody Ware on the inside in that 51 car, Arby's Ford Mustang, in third. Allgaier, it's going to be really hard for him to advance. He has no help. Cody Ware picked the inside lane, and that 51 car is going to be helping out that 44. Caution is on the track. We got a really bad wreck on the turn 3 for another Ale Recco. J.J. Yealy's going to be advancing with Ryan Blaney, and it's Cody Ware who's upside down off the track, all the way down on the ground in that 51 Arby's car. And there's Justin Allgaier. He is also out of the race. He's in that 40 car. Are we going to get a replay, hopefully? Yes, we will. Nice. Here's a replay. The 51 pushes the 44 out to the lead. Can't really see anything. Here we go. Justin Allgaier. Oh, it looked like Allgaier got into the wall there and just kind of bounced off the wall and then got into the 51 maybe. Man, they both had a terrifying crash right there. Let's hope Cody Ware and Justin Allgaier are okay. Not going to be a good point day for that 40 car. That 40 car not been very great lately, like I said before, but man, he's pretty much going to need a win to get into the chase. Top 16 cars make the chase, of course. But J.J. Yealy advances to the thirds with Ryan Blaney in the 12 car. Blaney needed that, and so did J.J. Yealy, as they both have a decent shot now on getting better points. As we move on to all the third place finished cars, here are all your third place finished cars, except for, of course, J.J. Yealy and Ryan Blaney, who had advanced their way to get here. But anyways, here's your first segment on the left. The second segment is, of course, in the middle, and then the third segment's on the right. We have 10 cars here in total that are going to be battling to get into the second place cars. 3 cars will be advancing. Every, car that wins their segment will advance. So there will be 1 car that advances in every segment. So 3 cars will advance in total out of all these 10. The first segment we have is Zane Smith in 38. Like I said before, doing pretty underrated this season. Hasn't won, hasn't really had anything too special, but he's been very consistent, and that's what's keeping him possibly in the chase coming up. Then we have Ty Dillon in the 10, starting second. Justin Haley in the 7 car in third. And Jimmy Johnson, the 84 car, looked pretty strong so far, but he's going to need some help. All right, 2 laps to go. Jimmy Johnson, like I just said before, had a pretty strong car in qualifying, and so far during the race, it looks like he's doing okay too, as he passes the 7 of Justin Haley pretty easily there. Zane Smith still the leader in first place. Ty Dillon still in second. Jimmy Johnson now up to third from Justin Haley. Zane Smith takes the white flag going backwards. Let's take a look at a replay of what happened here. Looks like the 10 of Ty Dillon got into the 38. And then Jimmy Johnson, the 84 car, up to second. What is going on? How is Jimmy Johnson up to second? Well, that's an easy explanation, guys. He has a really good car, just in general. Zane Smith takes the white flag, though that 38 car looking unstoppable, even going backwards. He's still faster than Jimmy Johnson going backwards. How is that even possible? I don't know. Just the mechanics of the cars, I guess. So with the white flag out, Zane Smith still in the lead. 38 car looking really good, looking to advance to the seconds. Man, all I can say is that Jimmy Johnson tried everything he had, but Zane Smith in the 38 Benabone car, Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Front Row Motorsports been really good today so far, especially in qualifying. They were great in qualifying. Zane Smith can advance to the seconds. Jimmy Johnson's going to finish just below him in second. Ty Dillon finishes in third in this segment, and Justin Haley in the 7 and 4th. Here is segment number 2. We have Ty Gibbs in the 54. Did pretty well in qualifying, but kind of got screwed in his segment with Christopher Bell. I believe that was segment number, I think it was 3 or 4. I think it was segment number 4, if I'm right. SVG in the 88 going to be starting in second. Alex Bowman in the 48. Did pretty well in qualifying, but hasn't been the same since, unfortunately for him. And then obviously your guy one of the guys to advance to get here is J.J. Lee in the 44. All right, guys, coming to 2 laps to go. Ty Gibbs still in the lead. Alex Bowman takes second from Shane Van Gisbergen. And J.J. Ely obviously still in 4th there in the back. Just can't make any passes when every other car is doing good. And Ty Gibbs in the 54 looking strong. Obviously, he's the only Toyota, though. All right, white flag is out for Ty Gibbs in the 54. Alex Bowman still in second. Shane Van Gisbergen still in third. J.J. Ely still in 4th. Alex Bowman, man, honestly, guys, Alex Bowman needs to get this segment win. Otherwise, he probably won't make the chase. As long as Alex Bowman, like I said, either wins, he maybe will make the chase. If he has a good points days, maybe he will. Let's see if he can hold off this 54. He did it! Alex Bowman for Hendrick Motorsports. They get the segment win and advance to the seconds. Take a look at what happened here. The 54 gets hooked by the 44. J.J. Ely, it looked like he maybe got second there. Let's take a look one more time. SVG, yes he did! J.J. Ely finishes in 3rd place, and Ty Gibbs will continue his roughness with Joe Gibbs Racing, and Shane Van Gisbergen in the 88 will finish dead last. Not a good points day for the 88 car. But Alex Bowman, this is exactly what he needed to get into the chase. He needs to either win or get 2 probably top 10 finishes the next couple races to even get to the chase. Man, that 48 car looks strong there. All right, last segment. Segment number 3 for the thirds. Kyle Larson, the 5. Has had a really good season this year. Hasn't won any races this year. Same with Blaney in the 12 there. But they both have just been very consistent. Looks like they both will probably make the chase. For the playoffs, excuse me. And then Daniel Suarez needs probably to win her points. All right, coming to 2 laps to go. Kyle Larson in the lead. Daniel Suarez still in second. Ryan Blaney still in third. Pretty clean racing there when you only have 3 cars battling for an advancement, right? Lucky so far. Blaney picks the outside to help Suarez. Daniel Suarez passes the 5 of Kyle Larson. Take a look what happened here. Suarez got a good jump from Blaney pushing him. Suarez on the outside gets huge momentum. Larson got a little loose off turn 4. And, well, that's what happens. But look at this. Ryan Blaney still picks the outside. I thought Blaney was going to pick the inside to help out Suarez instead of Larson or something. I don't know. Blaney still is on the outside. Blaney must like that outside lane or something because he's been there the whole time, basically. Kyle Larson now going to get some help. Daniel Suarez somehow, someway is going to have to win this segment to get in the chase, probably. Man, Daniel Suarez, man, he gave everything he had and could have gotten. Tried the side drive with the 5. Look at this on the inside lane. They're side by side, but then Larson, with the outside momentum, barely takes it by like half a car length. Look at this. Yeah, by half a car length. Suarez looked like he got in this Larson at the end there. Oh, by half a car length, Daniel Suarez doesn't look like he will be making the chase because of that. Unless he wins, maybe he can have some sort of miracle if he wins next race at Iowa for the Hy-Vee Perks 350. We'll get to that later in this video. But Kyle Larson will be advancing, and Ryan Blaney in the 12. Not going to have a good ending in that 12 car. Not going to be a good points day for the 12. Not what Ryan Blaney needed, but he'll still probably make the chase. And so with all your advancements, with being Kyle Larson, of course, Alex Bowman, and Zane Smith, here are all your cars that finished second place in their segments. We have segment number 1 on the left, segment number 2 in the middle, and segment number 3 on the right. Segment number 3 is going to be very chaotic when you got, Hosefar, you got 2 Hendrick Motorsport cars, you got Eric Jones who needs points, and you got Corey LaJoy being a part-time driver, obviously going after it. That third segment's going to be very entertaining, and that's why we're going to have it being last. Well, that wasn't my choice. That was how the whole rule book did it. Anyways, with segment number 1 being up now, Denny Hamlin, he was your pole setter for this race. Kind of struggled during the race. He had a good car still during the race, but he, lost there to Austin Cindric, who had a very good car as well. Austin Dillon in the number 3 there, starting second in this segment. Chris Buescher in the 17, the only RFK Ford that's out there now. Kozlowski's Priest obviously wrecked El Record. And Zane Smith in 38, obviously he had to advance his way to get here. Let's see how that 38 car does in this segment. All right, coming to 2 laps to go. Denny Hamlin looking strong on that number 11 Mavis Tires paint scheme. Austin Dillon still in second place, but look at this. Chris Buescher not with a very good jump in that 17 car to start off the segment. He loses third place to Zane Smith in the 38 car. Wow, look at this replay here. The 38, Zane Smith, 3 car, Austin Dillon. Little crossover move by the 3, could not work. And Denny Hamlin able to hold off the 38 pretty easily there. Austin Dillon tried a crossover move, but obviously with there being no Chevys, it's really hard to draft with these Fords and the Hamlin pole setter Toyota. Austin Dillon not in a good spot here in that 3 car, but let's see if he can somehow create a miracle here. Same with the 17 of Chris Buescher. Let's see if one of those 2 guys can somehow, advance to the B main. Austin Dillon makes the miracle happen. The miracle man in the number 3. That iconic Richard Childress Racing number 3. Austin Dillon is going to the B main here at Michigan. Take a look at this. Austin Dillon has room. Denny Hamlin gives him the lane. Not sure why. That's your pole setter in the 11 car. And Denny Hamlin right now up to second in points. Oh, Denny Hamlin did not need to give up that, but he did. And Austin Dillon is going to the B main, advancing his way to get there. Unbelievable. That 3 car, outstandingly job done by the 3 car. Austin Dillon needed that, actually, to get to the chase, possibly. All right, here's your second segment. John Hunter Nemechek in the 42. Just like Austin Dillon, he needs to win this segment to get into the chase, possibly. Joey Logano, already probably in the chase, most likely. Michael McDowell, Alex Bowman, they both need points as well. This segment is big for these 3 drivers. Obviously, Logano won. That doesn't mean he's locked in to the chase, of course, but that means he has a very high chance, like probably 80% chance of making the chase as of right now for that 22 car. Caution is on the track for another El Reco. Who was the leader, by the way, between John Hunter Nemechek and Joey Logano? They were side by side. Was it a tie? Probably not. Oh, no, it's Michael McDowell. I thought it was Alex Bowman, but then I realized it was Michael. Michael McDowell upside down off turn 4. Here's a replay. He's side by... no, never mind. He's side by side with Logano here. Oh, Logano tried to make a move on the inside of John Nemechek. Look at that finish, though. Oh, we're going to need another replay of that or something. So Logano tried to make a move on Nemechek. Crossover move. That made McDowell wreck. Lost arrow, probably, or something. Look at that finish. Who even got that? Was it Logano? I think it might have been Logano, but barely. We're going to have to look and see one more time. But, man, Michael McDowell, he's going to have to win to get into the chase, maybe. Like I said, you need points. The win doesn't automatically get you in the playoffs for the Crazy House Cup Series like it used to, just like real NASCAR. But, man, tough break for Michael McDowell. And, yes, Joey Logano did end up passing Nemechek because of that move. It was a risky move by the 22, but it got him in the lead with 2 laps to go. The 22 Hunt Brothers Pizza, sponsored by this race, Hunt Brothers Pizza 400 at Michigan here, is in the lead with 2 laps to go. All right, guys, white flag is out for segment number 2 for this, C-main you could call it, but it's the seconds, and Alex Bowman, who had to advance his way to get into this segment, trying to advance his way to get in to the B main. This would be huge if that 48 car, he's got help by Nemechek. If Joey Logano doesn't do any aggression here, he might lose to Alex Bowman. Bowman needs this advancement to get into the chase. Can he advance again? He's done it again. Alex Bowman gets the win for segment number 2, gets a side draft from the 22, and just ends up taking it and drifting away, you could say. Don't want to get copyrighted from Uncle Crack. Anyways, Alex Bowman, the 48, gets the segment win. Man, that 48 car is doing really good with passing. On the long run, I'm not sure how the 48's doing, though, but that 48 car obviously looking really strong. He will advance to the B main. All right, here's your last segment. This one's going to be chaotic. Carson Hosfar, you're going to be your first place man to start off the race here. This segment, in the 77 Chili's Ride the Dente. William Byron, the 24 for Hendrick Motorsports, won Echo Park, the second race earlier this year. He's already locked into the chase, to be honest with you guys. Corey LaJoy in the 01, that's the only part-time driver so far that has been doing really well this year, to be honest. Eric Jones in the 43 car needs points, and Kyle Larson doing all right. Oh, caution is out for a massive El Reco. I saw somebody flying through the air. Who was it? Oh, is that who I think it is? Yep, it's William Byron. Man, Byron has had a lot of bad luck lately, to be honest with you guys. Luckily for Byron, he's already into the chase, to be honest. He's already locked into it. Let's take a look what happened. Did Jones get into him or what? Oh, it looked like Byron hit the wall and just caught air from the 43, who was behind him there off turn number 4. There's the 43 car right there, slowly getting across the finish line. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I was right. And the 24 just bolted upside down. Let's hope Byron's okay, obviously. Larson, obviously, was side by side with Byron. Maybe Larson had a little contact with the 24. I don't think so, but you never know, I guess. It's so close to tell, of course. This Crazy House Cup Series tracks are so narrow, but they're narrow for a reason. We want to limit the passing to make it more competitive. Anyways, coming to 2 laps to go, Carson Hosfar in the lead. Corey LaJoy, part-time driver in the 01 car. I believe this is his 4th start this year, or 3rd, something like that. in the 01 car. He's up to second. And Kyle Larson third. Eric Jones fourth. A part-time driver has never advanced to the B main. Can Coil Joy do it today? White flag is out. Carson Hocevar looking to get into his fourth B main this year. Finished second at Daytona, losing to Chase Elliott by a couple car lengths for the Crazy House 500. That was the first race this year. That was the Crown Jewel race this year. Probably the only Crown Jewel race this year, to be honest. Maybe another one. Who knows? But either way, Carson Hocevar has had a lot of good finishes this year, but just runner-ups. Has never won the Crazy House Cup Series before. Can Carson Hocevar win his first ever Crazy House Cup Series win today? I don't know. It's going to be tough. That 01 car, Coil Joy, just short of making the B main. A part-time driver has never done that before in the Crazy House Cup Series. Coil Joy almost made history there. Eric Jones finishes third. Kyle Larson not going to be with a good points day. He's going to finish fourth. But Carson Hocevar is going to win the segment, and he will advance to the B main with a couple other drivers, of course, them being Austin Dillon and somebody else I can't remember. But anyways, with the B main coming up, we'll be right back after these messages, guys. Baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Jalapenos, baby back ribs. Yum, yum, yum. Come get your baby back ribs here at Jalapenos Famous Restaurant. Always yummy food everywhere you go here. Jalapenos. Are you broke? Are you hungry? Then come to Papa Fire's Pizza, where you will get the best pizza experience and enjoyments here at your local Papa Fire's Pizza. Papa Fire's Pizza. Pizza that you will always enjoy anywhere you go. Have you been accused of a crime that you did not commit? Then you need to get on the phone and call the law offices of Harry, Dingle, and Barry. Been serving you since 2002? Call Harry, Dingle, and Barry. Call Harry, Dingle, and Barry. Hey guys, it's your boy Crazy Dallas. I just want to take a quick moment real quick before we get into the race, the rest of the race. We will be commercial free after this. I promise, guys. I just want to say thank you guys so much for over 1,050 subscribers. We have been on a roll lately with subscribers, but I would like to appreciate some more views and comments and likes, of course, for my YouTube channel. But I do really appreciate the subscribers, though. That's really the thing that's keeping me from, struggling on my YouTube channel. So I appreciate the subscribers. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video and my YouTube channel in general. We have been growing like crazy ever since we hit 1K. All right, you guys. So here we have the B main. This is the second last round before we get to the main event, of course, where we'll have probably either 6 to 8 drivers, I would assume. Depends on the El Recos, of course. But here we have 13 cars. We'll split them up into most likely 3 segments. We'll probably have a segment of 5 cars and 2 segments of 4, probably. Yeah, that sounds about right. We'll see what happens here, though, guys. But here we have Austin Sinnerk in the 2, Tyler Reddick in the 45, Kyle Busch in the 8, Christopher Bell in the 20, Noah Gragson in the 4, A.J. Allmendinger in the 16, Chase Elliott in the 9, Todd Gill in the 34, Josh Berry in the 21, Ross Chastain in the 1. And then here's your 3 cars that advance their way to get to the B main here. We have Austin Dillon in the 3, Alex Bowman in the 48, and Carson Hocevar in the 77. And what's really crazy, guys, is that 8 of these 13 cars have never won here in the Crazy House Cup Series before. Austin Sinnerk in the 2, Noah Gragson in the number 4, A.J. Allmendinger in the number 16, Todd Gilliland in the 34, Josh Berry in the 21, Austin Dillon in the 3, Alex Bowman in the 48, and Carson Hocevar in the 77. All of those guys have never won the Crazy House Cup Series before. Can one of those guys win it today? Let's find out. All right, guys, here's segment number 1 out of 3 segments. So, yes, it is confirmed. We're going to have 2 segments of 5 cars and 1 segment of 5 cars and 2 segments of 4. We have Austin Cindric in the 2, AJ Allmendinger in the 16, Todd Gill in the 34, Ross Chastain in the 1, and Alex Poe in the 48. 4 of these 5 drivers have never won the Crazy Lost Cup Series before. Chastain obviously just scored his 2nd career victory at Talladega earlier this year, the 5th race of the season, kind of midway, half through the season. Let's see if he can win it again. All right, Austin Cindric in that number 2 discount tire car for Team Penske, who was teammates with Ryan Blaney, who did not have a good points day today. Joey Logano also not going to have the best points day. Cindric needs some points here. He is just barely, like I said earlier in this video, just barely missed out on the All-Star race. This could be huge for that 2 car if he wins today, his first ever win in this series. Oh my goodness, Todd Gillen. Look at this. Takes the lead from Austin Cindric. Crossover move by the 2. Gets sideways, gets turned around as well as the 48, who's in 3rd now. Chastain, AJ Allmendinger fall to the back. And just like that, with there being 1 lap to go, Austin Cindric, Todd Gillen in 2nd, Alex Poe in 3rd, AJ Allmendinger 4th, Ross Chastain 5th. I think there will be 2 drivers that advance in this segment, so right now it's Austin Cindric and Todd Gillen. Alex Bowman needs to pass somebody here. Caution down the track. That is going to do it. Todd Gillen gets his first ever. Oh my goodness. Austin Cindric's off the track, or on the track. And Alex Bowman is actually off the track. I can't even put words. Todd Gillen gets his first ever segment win where he has to advance to get to the main event. Todd Gillen's going to his first ever main event, and it looks like he'll probably be starting first in it too. What a special moment for the 34. And look at this, AJ Allmendinger in the 16. He is also going to his first ever main event. Wow, the 16 car comes out of nowhere. Where was he at? Like 4th place that last lap? Goes up to 2nd. Here we have our second segment. This is 4 cars, of course. Tyler Reddick in the 45 just scored his, I believe, his 2nd or 3rd. I can't remember. He scored his first ever win this year at Darlington, which was the 4th race of the season. That Tyler Reddick 45 McDonald's hamburger car looking strong. Can he hold off Noah Gragson looking for his first ever main event in the 4? Chase Elliott obviously being your points leader as of right now. And then Austin Dillon in the 3 looking for his 1 too. Things are coming down to the wire, you guys. Look at this. Chase Elliott on the inside lane passes Noah Gragson in the 4. Looks like the 4 car got in the wall. Austin Dillon almost passes him, but just not enough time or momentum for that 3 car. Coming to 2 laps to go, of course, just like always. Tyler Reddick still your leader. Chase Elliott on the outside. See if Chase can make his way into the main event again. Chase has only missed out on a few main events this year. But Chase Elliott could miss out on this main event, though. Look at this. The 45 clear the 9. Noah Gragson on the inside. Austin Dillon on the outside trying to pass the 9 for 3rd. Elliott gets sideways in front of him. Just, not a good lap for that 9 car. Chase Elliott needs to pass one of these 2 cars here, whether it being Tyler Reddick or Noah Gragson, no matter what happens. Same with Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon needs a good points day here. Austin Dillon's got to figure out something here, but Noah Gragson in 2nd place right now, looking for his first ever main event. Can it happen today? Let's see here in this lap. Tyler Reddick is going to another main event this year. He is going to win this segment in that 45 McDonald's hamburger car for 23XI. And Noah Gragson, we were just talking about him. He's going to his first ever main event. He'll be probably starting in the back. But with all the chaoticness going to happen in that main event, you never know where you want to start. Chase Elliott, Austin Dillon, 3rd and 4th. Barely miss out on the main event, but they will have good points days for them. All right, segment number 3, last segment. Kyle Busch in the 8 died in real life a few months ago. That 8 car still going to be in the Crazy House Cup Series till the end of this year. Can Kyle Busch get his first win since 2023? That would be so special for that 8 car, honestly, guys. I highly doubt he wins today, but he's got that good of a car where he has a chance. Christopher Bell is going to be starting in 2nd. Josh Berry in 3rd. Carson Hocevar going to be starting in 4th. All right, Kyle Busch looking pretty strong in that 8 car. Like I said before, not sure if he'll have a winning car against some of those other guys, but Kyle Busch looking like he's going to be the best car in this segment. Christopher Bell still in 2nd. Josh Berry in 3rd. Carson Hocevar in 4th. Josh Berry, Carson Hocevar looking for the main event as well. Wow, Carson Hocevar pulls in the middle 3 wide for 2nd place, and Carson Hocevar works up in his favor. Very aggressive move by the 77, gets him up to 2nd place. And Kyle Busch, that gives him a huge lead coming to the white flag. Kyle Busch looking for his 2nd ever main event that he's going to this year, and this final year, of course. Christopher Bell falls down to 3rd. Josh Berry falls down to 4th. Let's see what happens here on this final lap. He has done it, Kyle Busch, the Candy Man, more like the Michigan Man. Right now, he wins his segment to get to the main event, holds off the 77 while going sideways on the track. That is dangerous, but so aggressively good job done by Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch going to the main event with Carson Hocevar in 2nd. Christopher Bell going to be ending up just short, but going to have a good points day, as well as Josh Berry in the 21. All these guys are going to have good points days, but so disappointing for the 21 car, though. Josh Berry started, I believe, 9th in qualifying or something like that, and just to be short just like that is insane. All right, guys, do you guys know what time it is? I think we all do. It's main event time, and this is your starting order, actually, right here. Todd Gillen, like I said before, first ever main event starting in 1st. Tyler Reddick in the 45 going to be starting in 2nd. Juan Darlington earlier, he's in the top 10 in points right now. That 45 car is doing good this year. Kyle Busch in the 8 needs to either win this race to get into the chase most likely or get good points day today. Same with the 16 at AJ Allmendinger, first ever main event. Noah Gragson, the 4, first ever main event. Carson Hocevar in the 77, 4th ever main event, I believe, this year. Just a runner-up in Ross Chastain, Juan Talladega. There will be 7 laps with 7 cars. Another 7 means lucky. And anyways, without further ado, let's do this. Caution is out on the track. We got a really big wreck. No El Reco. There's 3 cars involved in this wreck, and somehow none of them El Reco'd. There it is. Tyler Reddick, Carson Hocevar both sideways coming into the finish line. And Noah Gragson's off the track off turn 4 again. And let's take a look at a replay here. Let's see what happened. Hocevar into the back of Allmendinger, and that's exactly how Gragson wrecked. Oh, and then Tyler Reddick hits the wall. Hocevar nowhere to go. There's the replay. Hocevar got into the back of Allmendinger. That caused Allmendinger to get into Noah. Noah fell off the track because of that. And then Reddick got into the wall, caught some air with Carson, and luckily for them both, they both didn't El Reco. Todd Gillen still your leader. Kyle Busch up to 2nd now what a race Kyle Busch has had. He's had a great car all day, had good qualifying as well. Same with Todd Gillen. A.J. Allmendinger third, Chastain in fourth, Tyler Reddick in fifth, Carson Hocevar sixth, and Noah Gragson seventh with 6 to go. All right, guys, 5 laps to go. Todd Gillen easily in the lead now. As look at this finish. A.J. Allmendinger up to second. Kyle Busch barely passes Noah Gragson for fourth with help of the 45 of Tyler Reddick, who's now 5th place. Noah Gragson 4th place. And Hocevar and Chastain back there in 6th and 7th. And so with Todd Gillen still being the leader, he has been the best car on the field so far. That 34 car, man, I don't know what it is, but Front Row Motorsports really standing their name right now here at Michigan with 5 laps to go. Can Todd Gillen hold off A.J. Allmendinger, Kyle Busch, Noah Gragson, and those guys? Let's find out right here. Kyle Busch up to second place. Let's take a look at what happened between Allmendinger and Noah Gragson and Tyler Reddick. Gragson in the back of the 16 into the 45, the 45 sideways. Hocevar, Chastain, nowhere to go. Look at this. Chastain up to 4th, it looks like. Passes A.J. Allmendinger there for 4th. Tyler Reddick 3rd place going sideways, and then Hocevar into the 4 car. Noah Gragson there on the right. So with 4 laps to go, we're halfway through with Noel Rekos. Pretty clean racing, most of the hand. Been chaotic so far, of course, but Noel Rekos, that's good to see. We don't want to see those. You go from possibly winning to all the way back in almost last place. It's not worth it, risking. But Todd Gillen leading. He needs this win. So does Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has not won in the Crazy House Cup Series since 2023. Tyler Reddick won Darlington this year. A.J. Allmendinger never won before. Let's do it. All right, 3 laps to go for Todd Gillen. Todd Gillen has the best car on the field as of right now. He has help, obviously, all the way in the back of the 4 car, Noah Gragson. Kyle Busch in second, hasn't won since 2023. Tyler Reddick won Darlington this year. Ross Chastain up to 4th place, past Allmendinger there, won Talladega. A.J. Allmendinger in the 16. Carson Hocevar in the 77. Noah Gragson in the 4, never won before. Gillen takes 2 laps to go. Very seriously, has a huge lead over the 45 of Tyler Reddick. Kyle Busch did not have a good jump there. He is down to 3rd place now. A.J. Allmendinger in 4th. Ross Chastain back in 5th now. Gets passed by A.J. Allmendinger in the 16, who's up to 4th. Noah Gragson 6th place. Carson Hocevar is going to be picking the outside lane there in last place, 7th place. That 77 car has had a lot of good speed today as well. Let's go. Oh my goodness, Kyle Busch from 3rd place. Look at this replay. Tyler Reddick side by side with the 34 Todd Gillen. Gillen gives Busch some space. Chastain in the back of the 8. Kyle Busch takes the lead. The white flag is out. Kyle Busch, his last season, looking for his first victory in the Crazy House Cup Series since 2023. And look at this. Todd Gillen in 2nd. Carson Hocevar up to 3rd. Where did he come from? Carson Hocevar went from 7th to 3rd. Chastain up to 4th. A.J. Allmendinger in 5th. Tyler Reddick is the guy that really fell back. He went from 2nd to 6th place. He got sideways there, it looked like, with a little wreck behind them. Noah Gragson 7th place. Kyle Busch, he's not going to have as much help, but look at this. He has 2 Chevys behind him. Kyle Busch, man, his last season, like 50 to 75 points, I would say, around behind the chase. Kyle Busch looking for his first win since 2023. Can he do it today? Let's find out with the white flag out. Kyle Busch has done it. He wins here at Michigan. He did it. He did it. And there's a huge crash behind him off of turns 3 and 4. Who is it? AJ Allmendinger, Noah Gragson, and Tyler Reddick. Oh my goodness. 4 cars El Reco'd at the end. 4. There's all the El Recos. AJ Allmendinger on his side, coming off of turn 4. Noah Gragson on his side off turn 4. Tyler Reddick off the track off turn 4. And Noah Gragson off the track off turn 4 as well. Here's a replay. All those cars in the back. Hocevar side by side with the 1. Hocevar gives the 34 push. And the Hocevar machine, the 77, gets into the 1. The 1 car flipping and flying. Collecting the 16 to AJ Allmendinger. The 4 car Noah Gragson. The 45 of Tyler Reddick. We're going to need a bunch of replays here. And look at this. Kyle Busch looked like he was almost out of it right there. Todd Gillen was clear of the 8. But Kyle Busch with the run on the inside gets help from the 77, gets him the side draft and clear the 34 with a little draft help. Kyle Busch wins the Hunt Brothers Pizza 400. And look at this. Only 3 cars finished in this race for at least the main event. It was Kyle Busch who finishes in first place. Todd Gillen gets his first ever main event. Todd Gillen had the best car. Finishes in second place, just short. That 34 car still right now in the chase. And Carson Hocevar with another great points day finishes in third. Wow, what a win by Kyle Busch. Just so emotional. I mean, this could be Kyle Busch's last win here in the Crazy House Cup Series. And it was a thriller. That 8 car was fast and strong all day. That 34 car, Todd Gillen, was on a different level. But that final lap, that 8 car was just better. But here is a look at the finishing order from Kyle Busch in the 8 to Jimmy Johnson, the 84, who actually this was actually Jimmy Johnson's best race this year in that 84 car, it looks like, possibly. And then from Ryan Blaney to Chase Briscoe, who finishes dead last. Thank you guys so much for watching the Hunt Brothers Pizza 400 here at Michigan International Speedway. And we will see you guys at Iowa for the Hy-Vee Perks 350 for race number 9, which is the last race of the chase. Thank you guys till the chase. Thank you guys so much for watching.